UFC 330, Makhachev versus Machado Garry wrapped up, and the card was decent. Was a decent, pretty fun card overall. Let's get straight into the main event. Islam Makhachev gets it done. But God, but it was looking like Garry could pull this off. He made it very, very close. Very, very close. And can I say, I like Islam Makhachev as a person. He's a cool dude. He's not a proper fighter. He's really not. He's a great mixed martial artist, 17 fight win streak, amazing mixed martial artist. Not a proper fighter at all. He's just like, he doesn't do damage, man. Other than the head kick, he did no damage. Doesn't throw any ground and pound at all. Why? I don't understand it. When you're on top in dominant position, throw ground and pound, bro. Tried to hurt an opponent in an MMA fight. Landed the head kick. Was great. Everything else, he doesn't do damage. He doesn't throw strikes. He doesn't want to hurt an opponent in an MMA fight. He's very happy stalling it out, making it really, really dull. Zero urgency to entertain. Like, literally none. Like, he's called the baddest man on the planet. Is he, though? He holds you around their waist and knees you in the thigh to win fights. Like, I can respect his style, He can have scraps. He's forced into them. These guys from this Dagestan region, they never make it fun. They have to be forced into fun fights 9 out of 10 times. Like, they're fucking boring as shit. No ground and pound, no damage, but he's a great fighter. Let's get into it. Round 1. Tries to take him down, can't get any proper control time on the ground. Ian Garry, great takedown defense. I feel bad for him. He was so close to pulling this off, dude. He was so close. One mistake in the 5th, man. Great takedown defense. Islam Makhachev, round 1, kneeing him in the thigh, holding him around the waist. No damage done. He's just purely controlling him against the cage, kneeing him in the thigh. He does win the round off it. Very dull. Ref should have separated this. He just doesn't do any damage, bro. So yeah, round 1, Makhachev smudges him against the cage. Round 2, he drops him with a fucking head kick. And that was some damage, Islam. That was some damage. Drops him, has him rocked with a head kick. Flash knockdown. Kinda goes for a finishing sequence. Can't get anything low. Lands a couple shots. And he gets a really nice judo throw. Takes him down. Controls him for the rest of the round. No elbows thrown, really. I think there's one. He doesn't throw damage on the ground, Round 3. Ian Garry clearly won. Look at that. Oh, man. This was a low output fight. This really wasn't the best fight, to be honest. And it's kind of what I expected, Ian Garry and Islam, they're not really entertaining fighters, so I kind of expected this. Yeah, Ian Garry, the oblique kick was money. I knew that going into it. Stomp the leg was great. He checked all of Islam's calf kicks, to the inside thigh, which was a great job from the end. Head kick was money. The body kick landed nicely in this round. And this round, I was like, okay, we got to fight. Yeah, this was a good round from Ian. Very clearly won this round. Oblique kicks, front kicks to the bodies. He had done a nice stabbing front kick in this round, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, then we get to round 4. Look at the fucking strikes, bro. I'm sorry. Two judges gave this to Islam Makhachev. Genuinely insane. The fights are scored on damage. Damage, right? Damaging an opponent, right? Look at the strikes difference. Makhachev can't throw punches, dude. He just wants to hold you against the fucking cage. Ian Garry landed great body shots in this round. He's punching the body, elbowing the body, landing kind of rabbit shots to the head with actual decent power on it. He wins this round. MMA fights are not scored on control. They're scored on damage, bro. Gelton Almeida lost to Volkov. Don't know why. It was on damage. He was landing shots off his ground. This should have been a very clear Ian Garry round. Throwing strikes, trying to hurt an opponent, body shots, headshots. Makhachev can't throw strikes. He just doesn't want to. He's just a bitch fighter. I can't lie. He's a pussy fighter, bro. Doesn't want to hurt an opponent. Bitch fighter, man. Round 5. It was looking like Garry was going to pull this off. Makhachev face was like, not bleedy, but he was looking like he's bruising. He looks worn out. There's scratches and cuts on his face. But Makhachev Garry's obviously, I think for the first 2 minutes, out tit-for-tatting him, landing oblique kicks, landing shots, you know, landing a good jab in this round, I believe. I could be wrong. But then Makhachev takes him down. Garry tries to do that reversal he did before and makes a little mistake. Makhachev takes the back and wins the fight, holding on to the back for the last 3 minutes. So yeah, I feel bad for Garry because that one mistake could have led to him winning the title, man. But, you know what, as much as I wanted Makhachev to win the fight built coming up to this, right? When I saw, after the first 5 minutes, he was just holding him against the cage and eating the fire, I'm like, I'm teaming Garry, dude. This is fucking boring as shit. You're very dull, bro. But yeah, Islam wins. GOAT status? Maybe. Could be GOAT status now for Islam Makhachev. He is a fucking great fighter, man. Finally beat the record, 17 fight win streak, dude. So yeah. He looked great. Looked really, really good. And great performance from Ian. Great performance from Ian. He did great. He did great. So close to pulling this off, but one mistake in the 5th. I'm impressed by Ian Garry's takedown defense. Could be a future champion in this sport at one point, you know. But Makhachev, Michael Morales might chin him, dude. He might out-physicality and bully him, dude. But I don't know, but Shavkat, I'm convinced Shavkat wins. I'd pick Shavkat to like beat the brakes off him late and finish him. I think Shavkat would be Islam Makhachev, you know, if he comes back in good form. But yeah, this was a bit of mid-fight, to be honest. Bit dull. Oh, a bit dull fight, but Islam wins. He's an amazing mixed martial artist. He's not a proper fighter. Proper fighters are like Prates, you know. These are real savages. Justin Gaethje. Paddy Pimblett, Ilia Topuria. Even Khabib, who wrestled. He used to beat people up. Look at the Edson Barboza fight. Beat the fuck out of them. Yeah? Makhachev can't hurt opponents. He can't hurt opponents, you know? It's other than the head kick, he's just kind of a bitch, man. So, yeah, Islam wins. Good performance, but competitive fight, too. Very competitive. Ian Garry, mate. Kind of what I expected it. It was a good fight. Good, high-level fight. Not really the most entertaining, though. What the fuck was this? You know what? Mackenzie Dern won. She is very attractive. She has a very nice ass. There's something to watch in this fight, you know? Something to watch in this fight. They're just flopping on the ground. Dern took her down at will, basically. 1-for-1. Rolling for legs. Don't put women in co-main events, bro. Please. What the fuck was this fight? What was this fight? They're flopping on the ground, both of them. Rolling around. Boring as fuck. Shittest fight I've ever seen. One of. Dern wins. They both can't hurt an opponent. Julian Robertson has negative power in the hands. She hits you, you regain health. You know? But fair enough. Mackenzie Dern, good fire. She pulls it off. Jalen Turner versus Garry Fernandez. Man, this was a good finish, but I wanted more, dude. I wanted them to go to war, bro. I wanted them to go to war, but Jalen Turner slimes out Garry Fernandez. I picked Garry Fernandez. Jalen Turner slimes him out immediately. Garry Fernandez landed one leg kick. He threw a head kick, like hit the arms. And then Jalen Turner pressured. I think it was like a clubbing right hook. He landed like a right hand and pressure and then a clubbing right hook, I think. Or a straight left. He might be a southpaw. I think he's a southpaw. A big left hook. Like rocked Garry Fernandez bad. He goes down. Follow-up shots. Garry goes out cold for a second. And you know what? The card was fun. The problem with the card was there's no anticipation. No anticipation. The only fight I was nervous for is the main event, bro. For a pay-per-view, I want to be on the edge of my seat for the whole main card at least, bro. And a couple prelim fights, you know? Like, I couldn't give a shit about Mansour Abdul-Malik, Dustin Stoltzfus main card, bro. Main card! Come on, man. But yeah, Jalen Turner, not much to say. It was a very easy KO. He's always got that ability. Catches Garry Fernandez early. Jalen's back on a win streak, dude, so we'll see what he does. Maybe not a top 15 yet, but he could. Garry Fernandez is a good unranked lightweight, so yeah. Great performance from Jalen Turner. Mansour Abdul-Malik is a complete fraud, dude. Dustin Stoltzfus beat him. The man who fights in slow motion. Dustin fucking Stoltzfus. And wins in easy fashion, by the way. Round 1, Dustin Stoltzfus Both going very competitive on the feet. Dustin's getting better. He's kind of... He was slower, but he had the more power. He was landing the better boxing. Dustin Stoltzfus has a really nasty takedown where he picks him up, dunks him down. Bad. Big slam. Lands good ground and pound. Islam Makhachev lands elbows. Round 2. Dustin Stoltzfus, they're both landing on each other. Mansour lands well. And then Dustin Stoltzfus lands a big right hand and it rocks him. He lands a bunch of right hands. I think he takes him down, right? I can't really remember this fight. Then he lands a bunch of ground and pound. Sinks in the rear naked choke. Massive upset, dude. Massive upset. Dustin Stoltzfus pulls this fucking shit off, man. This was very surprising to me. I'm very surprised he pulled this off, dude. I thought Dustin Stoltzfus is just a complete can, you know. And I thought Mansour Abdul-Malik isn't a good fighter, but I thought he was better than literally one of the worst fighters in the UFC. Arguably should be cut, right? If you lose to fucking Dustin Stoltzfus, should be cut. Maybe they'll give him another chance. Great performance from Stoltzfus. Pulls off a massive underdog win. Great. Oh, this was quite sad. Esteban Ribovic versus Edson Barboza. I mean, Unk, you should have never been in there, right? The thing is, Prime Barboza would school Esteban Ribovic. This was quite sad to watch. Quite sad to watch. I mean, Edson Barboza is old as fuck. Yes, he can land on Ribovic. Doesn't really have any power anymore. You know. Esteban, I mean the game plan to beat Barboza has been there for years. You just pressure him, he wilts under pressure. He does the run where he's like, his head is moving sideways, he's looking like an alien. He's getting pressured, getting blooded up. Corner should have stopped this after round 1. He was never going to win that fight, you know? Never going to win that fight. I didn't want to see it, dude. Unk just gets fucked up, dude. And yeah, Esteban wins, expected win. Decent performance, you know, he performed how we should have, right? And he retires. Quite a sad ending. What are we giving these Unks, these terrible retirement fights? Why can't we give him, like, a winnable fight, you know? Let's give him a winnable retirement fight so we can go out on a win. Because I don't want to see Barboza lose like that. I like Barboza. He's a legend of the sport, I'd say. He's been around for so long, but recently he's been very clearly past his prime, and yeah. Barboza gets smoked by Esteban Ribovic. Pressure, volume, power in the shots as well. Pressuring in, body, head, landing elbows in the clinch. Easy win. The underdogs on this card, Joel Alvarez is fucking terrible. Bro, Joel Alvarez is so bad. He's so bad. I don't know how this guy was like seen as like a big prospect in the division. He sucks, dude. Chin up in the air. This was probably one of the most boring fights on the card. Chin up in the air. He's going tit for tat with Chidi Njokuani. That's Chidi Njokuani's game, bro. Chidi's a great technical Muay Thai striker, you know. But when he gets made to fight dirty and close up, he kind of wilts. He does have some, you know, he does have some grip. But when you make it a full MMA fight, when you make it messy and close, when you pressure, make it ugly, kind of wilts. And Joel Alvarez standing at range of Chidi Njokuani, chin up, going tit for tat with him. It ain't a good game plan. Not a good game plan at all. And Chidi out tit for tats him, wins a decision here. This was pretty boring, you know, pretty dull fight. I'm not talking about it much, but Chidi wins, you know, that's his game. So if you're gonna play that game with him, he's gonna win. Scottish Twister, huh? Joel Alvarez, fuck Joel Alvarez, should be cut. Charles Johnson versus Eduardo Chapelin. Eduardo Chapelin was doing great, dude. Go to round 1. Eduardo Chapelin got a point taken off, but he beat him up in round 1. I'm pretty sure, was it a knockdown in this round though, right? Yeah, knockdown in that round. But Eduardo Chapelin, like, just getting the better of him, dude. He's a bit faster than Charles Johnson. Charles Johnson is very goofy. He's slipping around the octagon, you know. He's falling over quite a bit. You know, very goofy fighter. But you know, he is decent, you know. Why the fuck am I saying that shit so much? He's not bad. He's not bad, Eduardo Chapolin. And Charles Johnson's not bad either. Don't know how the fuck he beat Lona Kavanagh and Joshua Van. That's insane. But he was down 2-0 here. Lost the first. Round 2 gets rocked badly. Was looking like he was about to get KO'd. He was down 2-0. But because of the point taken off, it would have been... He could have sacrificed a draw if it went to a decision. It was looking like Eduardo Chapo was going to chin him, you know. Lands like a big left hook. Has him dropped bad. But then round 3, and they ended the round. Charles Johnson started to pressure. It looked like Eduardo Chapolin's about to... It was looking like he was going to get broken. Then round 3, pressure for Charles Johnson. Short notice for Eduardo Chapolin showing here. He came up, he took this fight on short notice. Respect to him, looked good. Eduardo Chapolin gets beaten up and then taken down, has his back taken. And then Charles Johnson fucking puts out a twister, the second one in like the past month, and twists out Eduardo Chapolin. Amazing win from Charles Johnson. Didn't look that good, but great finish from Charles Johnson, dude. Great finish. And he's a good, you know, keeps his job. He's a decent fighter, Charles Johnson. Now, Eduardo Chapolin, welcome to the UFC, bro. You deserve to be here. And give him someone on full camp, I'm sure he'll beat. Maybe he'd probably be a top 15 fighter at some point, you know. He's pretty decent. He's pretty decent. Dante Johnson versus Eric McConaughey. Damn, I picked Eric McConaughey because I just don't rate Dante Johnson's skill. I did say Eric McConaughey could easily get slapped in round 1 here. It was a nasty KO. Dante Johnson swings like a fucking maniac, dude. He charges forward, pressures in, swinging like a fucking retard. But he has that power, dude, and Eric McConaughey's chinny. It was a bad pick. But Eric McConaughey was beating him up for the first few minutes. He rocked him with like a straight left, but then Eric McConaughey swinging like a tard, missing. He lands one big straight left on him. It was a 1-2. The 1 didn't land. The 2 landed big. McConaughey gets slapped out cold. Follow-up shots. Dante Johnson actually elbows the ref on the way back up. And yeah, very easy win for Dante Johnson. He is decent. He's moving down to 170, which I like. He is 5'8". You know, he has a lot of muscle, but he ain't a middleweight sized dude, you know. And yeah, good win from Dante Johnson. Nasty KO win. Nasty KO. Eric McConaughey, bro, was a bad pick. Trayshawn Gore, Vicente Luque. Man, I was so close to getting this right, dude. He almost had the DAS. Bro. He was so close to getting it. I guess we ain't getting any $7 billion company, guys. I just don't have any. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Trayshawn, you know what? I gave this fight to Luque. But Trayshawn Gore could have easily. I had the round 1 and 3 Luque. It ain't a robbery at all. This isn't a robbery, you know. Vicente Luque very clearly could have lost. He very clearly could have won. Round 1, Gore rocks him with a straight right. Other than that, didn't really land too much. I thought Luque won this round. He landed good calf kicks. Landed a good combination at the end of the round of power punches. I did give it to Luque, but you could give this to Gore too. You could give all 3 to Gore. Like, this ain't a robbery at all. It's a fair decision. Round 2, Luque rocks him. The DAS was so close to being in. But he lost it. Lost the DAS, and he put a lot of energy into that DAS to try to get the finish. Couldn't get the finish. Trayshawn Gore gets on top, lands nasty ground and pound, lands a bunch of elbows, wins the round. Round 3, bit of a pedestrian round. You can give this round to Gore as well. Pretty Gore did win, thinking about it now. I was biased because I picked Luque to win. You know, Gore, he won. He could have won this round. Seemed to have get the better strikes. Very tit for tat. Both landing on each other. He had his... Oh my god, I forgot. The bottom row of his teeth are knocked out. Fucking... That was... I've never seen that before. The flying knee at the end for Luque. Knocked his teeth out. Man, this is such a scary sport, bro. That was fucking scary, man. Bottom row of his teeth knocked out. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know if they can put them back in or if he's going to have to get fake teeth. The sport is genuinely insane. But he does probably win the round, but that was fucking insane. His teeth getting knocked out. I've never seen that before, but yeah. Trayshawn Gore wins. He was 7-4. I like Trayshawn Gore. You know, when he came into the UFC, he didn't look like he was UFC level at all. He had a really bad record, still has a bad record. But hey, he's on a 2-fight win streak now. Maybe he can become something in this division. I'm rooting for him. Oh, Lucas Fernando has a great performance, man. This guy looks like fucking, not saying it now, top 10 level. He beats Ozdemir right now. Probably beats Azamat Murzakanov right now. Maybe not, but he's very good. He pieced the shit out of Rafael Tobias in this fight. Look at the numbers, dude. Just pieced him up. Round 1 and 2, just piecing him up. Way faster, a little better striker. Throwing 1-2s on him, landing really good low kicks. Rafael Tobias was... The fucking look he had in his eyes before the fight and your performance, bro. You're not tough, man. You're not tough. Lucas Fernando pieces the fuck out of him. Round 3, the finish, 0 strikes. Rafael Tobias is like, damn, I'm down 2-0. I need the pressure. He starts the pressure, walks into a really nasty knee to the liver. And it was like a delayed reaction. He was like, fuck, I can't do this. He falls down. It's the end of the fight. He's beat down. Amazing performance from Lucas Fernando. Definitely a prospect to look out for, dude. He's significantly improved since the fights he's had before. He's so good. He's so good, man, Lucas Fernando. A really top-end prospect in the 205 division. Because 205 needs it, bro. It's looking very bad at the moment. So, amazing performance from Lucas Fernando. I'm excited to see what he does next. Neil Magny, dude. Crafty vet. Crafty vet pulls it off, bro. What did I say? Round 1, he does it the Magny way. Ramis Bramaj takes him down. Lands no ground and pound. He does like Makhachev maxing. Just holds him down. I can't say much else, but he fucking gasses, dude. Round 2, he's gassed, bro. Bramaj gassed. Then Neil Magny got on top and lands a bunch of ground and pound. Bramaj wilts. And he gets the TKO. Fucking great performance from Neil Magny, dude. Unk pulls it off again. He's done that so many times where he just loses the first round, then gets it done in the second, or especially the third, but this time was the second. Neil Magny does his thing, bro. Good performance. Bit of a weird type TKO, but yeah, he pulled it off, dude. I don't know why Adam was a favourite. Jeremiah Wells beats Makhachev Orabai. What the fuck was that, dude? Makhachev Orabai was winning. He was clearly 2-0 up. He is very hittable, Orabai. Super hittable. Round 1, Wells is swinging and lands big on him in round 1. But then Orabai gets a takedown, holds him down, lands decent ground and pound. He wins round 1. Round 2, dominant round from Orabai, takes him down. In round 1, he tried to Kimura as well. I had him by submission here. Round 2, Orabai takes him down, holds him down, lands ground and pound. Round 3, when Jeremiah Wells is 2-0 down, he lands a big, I think it's a big right hook. Orabai walks into it. Orabai gets a bit rocked. Panic shoots in. He latches up a ninja choke and chokes Orabai to sleep. Unreal upset win. This was fucking shocking to me. I couldn't believe. I thought Orabai easy win, dude. Jeremiah Wells is not very... He's 39. Fucking got subbed by Colston Harris. Like, this was an insane win to me. He retires too. He retires. He could get put in the top 15, dude. Because Orabai's a great win. You know, Jeremiah Wells retires at home in Philly. What a send-off. This was a fucking shocking to me. Jeremiah Wells subs Orabai. Orabai was looking like a fucking top-end welterweight coming up. But Jeremiah Wells gets it done. Very, very surprising. I did not think this was going to happen at all. But great performance from Jeremiah Wells. Great performance from Jeremiah Wells. He's very good. So yeah, the card was good, but it looked like we were watching the prelims of a fight. Like, there's no anticipation. I have no anticipation for these fights. For all of these. I mean, this is like, I was like going into this one, like, yeah, sick fight. There's no nerves there. Like, only fight I was nervous towards the main event, and that's problems with cards like this, you know? There was 0 nerves. So, it was a good, fun card. But, just like nothing... You know, it was a fun card, but nothing great to watch here, really. Fun card, correct. No anticipation. It's like I struggled to have interest in this fight, but that's the end of the video. Decent card overall. I enjoyed watching it. Lots of finishes, fun moments. But, man, we need more stacked cards, dude, because there's no anticipation for that shit. I couldn't give a shit who wins. Mansour Abdul-Malik Stoltz vs main card. That's early prelim opener of most pay-per-views, let's be honest. That's the end of the video. Like